I'll now read the invocation. All praise to you, gracious Creator. You have gathered us in this university community to praise you by our words and our works. Bless the University of Alberta, which seeks to teach whatsoever things are true. Bless the students and professors, the non-academic staff and support staff, the administration, and those who volunteer on our University Board of Governors, Senate, and Alumni Council, and all who promote sound education in our community. We ask that those who leave here today, blessed with their degrees, may be given grace and strength to serve in our global home. May we grow in wisdom and grace before you and all your people. And may this university always be a home of truth and wisdom, of faith and goodwill towards all. Please be seated. Good morning. It's great to see the sun shining again today, and welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Ralph Young. I have the privilege and high honor of serving as the Chancellor of our university and representing the public interest in this university. On behalf of the entire community, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this convocation. To begin, I wish to acknowledge and honor all Indigenous people, including the Inuit, Métis, and First Nations of Treaty 6, and to acknowledge the traditional lands on which we are gathered today. I also wish to acknowledge and honor the immigrants from many nations whose contributions have added so much to our rich heritage. Our university is blessed with a diverse and inclusive culture, which is built on the legacy of all those who have come before us. Today, we pledge to uphold that legacy as we seek to continue to pursue whatsoever things are true. Convocation is a time of great joy and thanksgiving, and we are very glad that so many friends and family members could join us as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduates. As you reflect on this day and its significance, I would like to quote one of Alberta's famous five, Nellie McClung, who said many years ago, "I don't want to pull through life like a thread that has no knot. I want to leave something behind when I go, some small legacy of truth, some word which will shine in a dark place." There is real value in slowing our pace and stopping to celebrate one of those knots in life. Your graduation from the University of Alberta is truly transformational, and we are honored to share this ceremony with you today. I would like to take a few moments to describe the history and tradition of convocation at the University of Alberta. The tradition of convocation, a gathering together of all qualified degree holders in the university community, dates back almost 700 years to medieval times. Generations and generations of scholars have walked in your footsteps. Today's formal procession, led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, takes its origins from the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Above us resides our university coat of arms, which includes the Great Horned Owl, the Book of Learning, the pronghorn from Alberta's coat of arms, and our own golden bear, mascot of our university. Our university motto, Kai Cumca Vera, for whatsoever things are true, is at its foundation. Our academic dress is an important statement. As Chancellor, I wear our university green and gold with great pride and respect. The colors symbolize Alberta's fields and forests. And the academic gowns, hoods, and caps declare in their various designs and colors the academic qualifications of the faculty who are here to celebrate with you. Similarly, the academic apparel which you wear today signifies to everyone here and to society your degree of proficiency as graduates. Our degree conferral is the final step. Each of you will cross the stage as your name is called, and it's the most important time of the day. The moment we shake hands, your degree is conferred, At that moment, you pass from a graduand to a graduate, and that will bind you as alumni to this university for all time. In that moment, you are both the present and future of our university. All of us here today, your family and friends, are witness to your pledge. All of the history and tradition within today's ceremony leads us directly to you, our graduands. This is why we're so pleased that you could be with us today. One of the very special parts of Convocation is an honorary degree conferral and Convocation address. We're also privileged to welcome Elder Elsie Yannick, who has accepted our invitation to receive an honorary doctorate of laws. I think all of our graduates will have a rare opportunity to learn from one of Alberta's finest citizens who's had extraordinary life experiences. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models, leaders, and celebrates extraordinary achievements and remarkable service to society. Joining the celebration on the stage today is our President, Dr. Indira Samarasekera, Mr. Robert Teske, representing the Board of Governors. And I'm also delighted to also welcome on stage today Chancellor Emeritus and Board Chair Emeritus and past honorary degree recipient, Dr. Eric Newell, past honorary degree recipients, Dr. Jim Carter and Dr. Louise Hayes, and Mr. Steve Young, MLA for Edmonton Riverview, who you'll hear from shortly. Also pleased to welcome Mr. Rob Park from the Alumni Council, and a great number of senators who are here also to celebrate this day. I would also like to recognize Elder Eva Beretti, who is here today to extend a special personal note of congratulations to our Aboriginal graduates as they receive their degrees, and Mr. Lyle Tatusas, who will be performing the Aboriginal Honor Song in honor of Elder Yannick shortly in our program. So we are all here to celebrate, and we very much hope you will enjoy your day. It's now my pleasure to welcome Mr. Robert Teske to bring greetings from our Board of Governors.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Ralph Young, President, Dr. Indira Samarasekera, Elder Yannick, and other distinguished guests, graduates, family, and friends. I am honored to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors of the University. Convocation is a special time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate your tremendous achievements. Indeed, we have much to celebrate, but today we especially gather to celebrate you, our graduating class of 2014. You have achieved a level of excellence which will be forever recognized in your university degree, a University of Alberta degree. As a representative of the Board of Governors, I want to assure you that the University of Alberta remains steadfast in its pursuits of being among the world's great public institutions, and our Board of Governors stands united in its commitment of excellence across the entire institution. It is indeed an extraordinary time for the University of Alberta and for our great province. Your degree positions you to compete with the very best in the world. You are only limited by your own ambition and creativity, both of which I know you have in abundance. In short, graduates, you are our pride and joy, and I know you will bring great honor to our institution as you work to solve the many challenges currently facing our city, our province, and indeed the entire global community. The Board of Governors salutes you today, and we hope this ceremony will be remembered as a highlight in a full and satisfying career. Please remain ambitious and remain creative in all that you do. Congratulations to you and to your families, and our very best wishes in all that you do in the future. It is now my privilege to introduce Mr. Steve Young, MLA for Edmonton Riverview.
Thank you very much, Board Member Teske. Eminent Chancellor, President Samarasekera, Dean Snart, Mr. Rob Parks. And I offer my sincerest congratulations to Elder Yannick on her honorary degree for her significant contributions as an advocate for health, education, and Aboriginal culture. Faculty members and staff, students, family and friends, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to bring greetings on behalf of Premier and Minister of Innovation and Advanced Education, Dave Hancock, and all my colleagues at the Alberta Legislature. It is a real pleasure to join you, the class of 2014, on this joyous occasion. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one is filled with infinite possibilities and great promise. Just imagine the amazing future that you are going to create. During this time of transition, it is typical to experience a whole range of emotions: excitement for the unknown, optimism for your future, a bit of nostalgia as you embark on your new journey in your life. While it may seem daunting to make the leap from academia to the workplace, know that your education at this world-class center of learning excellence, not just the knowledge, but the ability to create, to solve, and to discover. This has equipped you with the skills and the knowledge you need to turn your academic achievements, career goals, and dreams into reality, no matter what those dreams may be. The road you take may be different from those of your peers. Some of you may be driven towards further learning, while others will be driven towards a new profession or other career possibilities. Some may even embark on professions that don't even exist, but will pave new paths. Whichever road you take, there is bound to be a few twists, a few forks, and even a few wrong turns, but don't let that discourage you for continuing on. We have a great history of dreamers achieving great things here in Alberta, and I trust all of you will help to continue to build on the University of Alberta's reputation and legacy of success. For you stand on the shoulders of giants, and your challenge is to see further. When you look at the list of successful university alumni, from science to sociology, law to literature, education to engineering, or hockey to health, regardless of the discipline, they all chased their dreams. They all took risks, rolled up their sleeves, looked for new challenges. They overcame adversity, and above all, they followed their passion. I know that you will do the same, that this is the Alberta way, whether you're from Alberta or you came here, there is opportunity to use this passion. These are the kind of people who built this province and made it such a great place to call home. They are the innovators, the entrepreneurs. They are the artists and athletes, and they are the leaders. They are people like you. And as graduates of the University of Alberta class of 2014, now it is your turn to be bold, to take the risks, and to build Alberta's future. Wherever your life takes you, I'm confident that you will live up to that responsibility. I'd like to leave you with a favorite quote of mine. It's not the critic who counts, not the one who points out how a strong man stumbles or how the doer of deeds might have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who was actually in the arena, whose face is marred with sweat and dust and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short time and time again, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spends himself a worthy cause, who, if he wins, knows the triumph of high achievement, and who, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who know neither victory nor defeat. I congratulate you as you embark on your careers as the doers, the creators, the change agents, the developers, and the innovators, the ones who will kick at the door of the future for Alberta, for Canada, and the world. Thank you.
Class of 2014, my warmest congratulations to you all. As president of the University of Alberta, I take pride in knowing that we have demanded much from you over the last several years. Our emphasis on excellence means that your professors have done their best to test your limits. They've pushed you to do more than you often thought was possible. They've asked you to pursue tough questions and tackle difficult problems. I hope that we've inspired you, opened up new avenues of thought and inquiry for you, and helped you deepen your understanding of our world and your own talents and passions. A lot has been written about your generation, about how you understand the world and the passions and interests you bring. I know because I've done my research. Each year when I prepare my convocation speech, I begin with two questions. What does this year's group of graduates want to hear from me? And what do they need to hear from me? So I've read quite a bit about you over the years, and quite a confusing picture emerges. You are either slackers or you are ambitious overachievers. Then again, you don't want to work overtime, apparently, or wear suits, or take instructions from bosses. By some accounts, you're stressed out because failure is not an option, while other accounts say that your self-esteem is seriously out of whack after years of being given medals for just showing up for the game. You aren't readers, apparently. But then again, yours is the generation which made Harry Potter the best-selling book of all time. You are a new generation of social activists, inciting major political change, and yet we can't figure out how to get you to vote. And finally, we all know that you are the most connected generation ever, never more than a thumb tap away from others. And yet, your parents are wondering if you're ever going to move out. I tell you, it's challenging to nail you down, as hard as people in my generation have been trying to do it. And that's who's doing the research, your parents' generation, mine. This is nothing new, of course. Younger generations have been confusing and perplexing older generations for, well, a very long time. Now that I'm in that generation looking back, I am beginning to understand why. We're worried. We're afraid we've made some big mistakes, that we haven't prepared you properly to have a fulfilling and rewarding life. But when I look back at my own life, as different as I was from my parents and from the professors and teachers who guided me along the way, as much as I might have confused them with my unconventional wish to become an engineer, or my decision to leave Sri Lanka for the US and Canada, I also know that it is their good advice that has stayed with me through the years. And so today, given that the research has failed to help me pinpoint precisely what it is you need or want to hear from me, I would like to share that advice with you in hopes that it will also strike a chord with you. First, from my father. He was a man who valued excellence. He often engaged my siblings and me with stories and achievements of Nobel Prize winners and Olympic champions. There we were in Sri Lanka, far from the cities and countries where such triumphs generally emerged. And yet, he instilled in us the importance of doing our best, being the very best people and thinkers we were capable of being. Buried within this advice was a precious gift. The fact that he believed we had the stuff within us to really excel and to meet the challenge. I know that this is also there within each one of you. As I said at the beginning of my speech, a U of A degree is demanding, and we've pushed you, and you've risen to the test. The second piece of advice comes from my graduate supervisor, Keith Brimacombe, an Albertan who grew up not far from here, near Camrose, a tremendously wise and kind man. There was a period in my academic career when things were not going well at all, and I was toying with giving it up for something else. Not on your life, he told me. You have the talent to make a real contribution, and you have a duty to use that talent well. I remember his words like it was yesterday. What a gift that was. Not to be told I had talents, which of course was nice, but the real insight in his words was his reminder that a life well lived, a rewarding life, requires that you do not squander your opportunity to add to society, to improve things, and to make a difference. Each one of you has talents, and along with them, knowledge, skills, and experiences that you are obligated to use well in the service of others. That's what the U of A's first president, Henry Marshall Torrey, meant when he said that a university education is for uplifting the whole people. The third piece of advice I want to share with you is my own. Release your imagination and be creative in all that you do. Einstein said that to stimulate creativity, you must develop a childlike desire for play. Now, you may know that I'm a big fan of Dr. Seuss, and maybe that's why. Few other authors, in my view, capture the value of imagination and creativity and play as fully as he did. And he did it using a host of words and situations that make no sense at all. What did he teach us? When it's raining outside and a cat in a hat knocks on the door, don't be afraid, don't be a fish and say no, no, no. Instead, embrace the chaos, the mess, and the good fun that's funny. Experiment a little. See if you can balance on a ball holding the cup and the milk, the cake and some books, a rake and a ship. In other words, be creative, take risks. Yes, they can be messy. Yes, they can go seriously wrong. But what's the alternative? Sitting by your window, passively watching the world go by? The one thing that I am certain about your generation is this: you must be adaptable, imaginative, and creative. This world faces significant challenges. Bring original, fresh thinking to these problems and take the risks needed to solve them. We've done our best to give you the knowledge, the tools, and the skills that are currently available, and they will just be your starting point. We need you to be the best you can possibly be. We need you to develop your talents and to use them well. And we need you to imagine and then create a world that is healthier, cleaner, most peaceful, and prosperous. You are about to enter the family of U of A alumni numbering more than 275,000. Each generation has built upon the example and foundation laid by the generation before. Look to your U of A family and to today's honorary degree recipient, Elder Elsie, Yannick, for inspiration and for guidance. We will be there to guide you and push you forward, to help you achieve what we have not yet achieved. Good luck, class of 2014, and my warmest congratulations to you all.
knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
You will always find it, your own courage or theirs, in the eyes of the other.
Go where there's no path and leave a trail for someone else.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Travel well, travel without prejudice, live long and prosper.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
When an individual is being recognized for outstanding achievements or accomplishments, it is customary to honor that person with a special song. Over the past hundreds of years, there have been many such honor songs that have been passed down from generation to generation, community to community, and family to family. These songs have a special power to them and carry great meaning and emotion when sung for the honoree. Accompanied with the beat of the drum, they reflect deep respect, honor, and love toward the honoree. We are pleased to have with us today Mr. Lyle Tutusis, originally from Poundmaker, Saskatchewan. Mr. Tutusis has traveled across Canada, North America, and overseas, sharing the beauty of his culture. He is deeply honored to be here today to present the honor song for Elder Yannick.
Yeah. oh, way high, hey, 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 oh, hey, oh.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, I am honored to introduce Elder Elsie Rose Yannick for the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws. And I want to tell you all, because I'm not sure it's in the notes, that in a couple of months, Elder Yannick will turn 97 years of age. As students and teachers, all of us know the critical importance of positive mentors in the life of a young person. Elder Elsie Yannick knows this perhaps more deeply than most. For years, she has served with grace and humility as a fourth-generation Métis elder and role model for young students and people of many different socioeconomic backgrounds. Described by many as the spiritual heart of her community, Elder Yannick continues to offer opening prayers and speeches at important events and celebrations. She is deeply committed to the preservation and celebration of Aboriginal heritage and culture. As a survivor of the residential school system and president of the Voice of Alberta Native Women, now known as the Esquwa Society, Elder Yannick is an equally passionate advocate for improved access to health and education. She was recognized earlier this year, again at almost 97 years of age, as one of the 20 great influencers of Fort McMurray. To quote Buffalo Regional Municipality Mayor Melissa Blake, Mrs. Yannick's deep belief that strong, healthy families build strong, healthy communities is evident in her endless energy to guide and inspire those who are facing daily struggles. Her wisdom has touched our community in many ways as she reminds us to be generous and gentle with each other and to respect and sustain the beautiful land that surrounds us. Today, we honor and celebrate Elder Yannick's inspiring community leadership and remarkable generosity of spirit. Eminent Chancellor, with great pride and respect, I present to you Elsie Rose Yannick.
Elsie Rose Yannick, as an inspiring elder, mentor, and community advocate for education, health, and the preservation of Aboriginal culture, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Laws and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many, many years to come. Congratulations.
You can return them for me. Great.
eminent Chancellor, President, representative on the Board of Governors, graduates, friends and family. When I learned that the University of Alberta was going to give me an honorary degree, I felt a great sense of happiness and appreciation for everything. It was overwhelming. It was a familiar feeling. When you've been around for 97 years, most things become familiar. I remember one of the first times I felt this way. It was 89 years ago. I remember it was as if it was yesterday, Christmas 1925. In the thriving town of Fort Fitzgerald, Alberta, about as far north as you can go before you get to the Northwest Territories, it was a gateway to the north. You see, in those days, there were few roads. We didn't need them. There were few people, about 1 million in all of Alberta. The rivers were our roads. The Athabasca and Slave River were the only route to the Mackenzie River and Beaufort Sea from Western Canada. Imagine people living all along those entire course of these rivers. The steamboats needed wood for fuel. The tracking horses needed needed feed for rest. The dog teams needed resting areas. This was a busy scene back in 1925. My mother was not feeling very well in the year of 1925. My father worked as a cook for the Northwest Mounted Police. At age 7, I was the oldest of the children that were still living at home. My mother started a serious training program for me at that time. She taught me how to bake and make bannock. She taught me how to sew. She taught me the responsibility to look after my younger siblings. As time progressed, she became confined to her bed, and I was looking after her too. When the river was frozen, my older brother came home and joined the mail carriers. They left with my mother for Edmonton with teams of horses and flat sleighs. At the time, I did not know that it would be the last time that I would see her. I set to my task to doing what my mother had taught me. Of course, I had lots of help. The ladies of Fort Fitzgerald were very kind to us, making sure that we had food, firewood, and were safe. Life was good until Christmas. It became apparent to all of us that Santa Claus had forgotten us. When Sid Porter came to check on us, I told him about it. Sid Porter was the purser on one of the big Hudson Bay Company steamboats that carried freight and passengers on the Slave River. He was very tall and slim, very well educated, and a true gentleman in every respect. He lived alone in a small cabin in Fort Fitzgerald. Sid never talked about himself or his past. Thanks to this wonderful information age that we live in, I have learned more about him. Now that Sid was born, I know now that Sid was born in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan in 1891. When he volunteered for the Great War in February of 1916, he was married and worked as an accountant in Canmore. He was with the 21st Reserve Battalion and saw some of the worst fighting of that dirty war. So after telling Sid about Santa Claus forgetting about us, he returned a few hours later with a gunny sack full of gifts. He told us that Santa Claus had misplaced them. The way I felt then, 89 years ago, is how I feel today. You see, kindness is enduring. Kindness makes everyone feel good. The person who gives kindness feels as good as the person receiving kindness. When we witness kindness, it makes us feel very good. We all need and feel good as often as we can. Trust me, it may not make you live longer, but you will certainly live better. We were not the only children that Sid Porter cared for. Sid's gunny sack full of gifts of tricks was repeated countless of times. When the need arose, he was there. He did not wait to hear about it. He actively sought out opportunities to help. He was there for all of the children of Fort Fitzgerald and probably anyone along the steamboat route of the river. After I was married and had my own children, Sid was there for them. He was a Santa Claus at the Fort Fitzgerald community Christmas events. One year, my oldest daughter, Pat, declared, "Santa has mucklucks just like Sid Porter." His cabin was immaculate. Flying squirrels were rare in that area, but Sid had a family of them that would entertain the children. Many species of birds were always present around Sid's cabin. The children of the community, along with my children, would often visit him. He always had a treat for all his visitors. One cold spring evening in 1956, I had baked a fresh set of cinnamon buns and fresh bread, the way my mom taught me to bake. My husband Lawrence came in from doing his farm chores. I asked him to take some fresh baking to Sid. He jumped to the task. He and Sid were known to have a drink or two now and then. You see, Sid had a treat for everyone. All too soon, Lawrence was back in the kitchen. I remember the rush of cold air when he opened the door. I remember how he tossed off his big mitts secured by a cord that flipped behind his back when not in use. And Lawrence said, "Sid is not doing too good. I'm going to take him to the hospital in Fort Smith. He is buried there in the Anglican cemetery. And I am here today because he taught me the importance of kindness. He was my professor, certainly not the only one, but probably the most important one. Today again, I have been shown great kindness. After all these years, I thought I must be getting close to payback the kindness shown to me. But after what you have done here, I will have to live another 100 years before I could settle that account. Thank you very much.
Graduates, you've heard a remarkable story by a remarkable woman. Elsie, today you're dressed like Santa Claus and you've left us a wonderful gift. And now, graduates, it's your turn. Shortly, the Dean, President, and I will present the statements to confer your degrees. You will then come up to cross the stage. As the name of each graduate is called, I will then formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have the opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will also walk past the University of Alberta ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, the mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, this mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates to our community.
Will the candidates for degrees today please rise and follow on page 4 of your Convocation program? Please stand. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this, your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country? These
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, and for all who believe to serve your God, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Fern Snart, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Education. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Carlton Thomas Duff. Flobert Rui Feng. Receiving today both her Doctor of Philosophy and Graduate Certificate in Community-Based Research and Evaluation, Rebecca Georges. Shalane Ray Jorgensen. Michelle Lynn Kilbourne. Tatiana Loverso. Rochelle Marie Marinowski. Donna Faye Annette Mayer. Pamela Janelle McFeeters. Julie Genevieve Peschke. Sylvia Karen Pesky. Easter Samir Yassa. Lauren Jeffrey Yoakum. For the degree of Doctor of Education, Randy Wayne Hetherington. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Education, Asli Arek Yavash. Kelsey Ray Astle. William Blair Bagshaw. Janelle Marguerite Boisvert. Anne Chandler. Wanda Lynn Johnson Chell. Malena Mary Katerina Kokerik. Gregory Donald Cruikshank. Sulia Ann Fenichel. Emma Daniela Gabriel. James Gerwing. Scott Andrew Gibson Dodd. Laura Lynn Gilmore. Michael Christopher Jans. Cindy Michelle Jeffery. Eileen Siobhan Keogh. Darren Nicholas Krasowski. Lenore Dawn Adele Lamouche. Paul Daniel McKay. Jacqueline Michelle Middleton. Megan Lee Miscolzi. Donna Faith Nelson. Stacy Lynn Norbaum. Kelly Alana Park. Mary Anna Pokersnick. Deborah Ann Ricketts. Kevin Orest St. Arnaud. Rita Maria Sarati. Jacob Bindert Scheffer. Laurie Jean Sheffer. Tanya Lou Schultz. Christopher Dean Shaw. Deanna Lynn Shostak. Erin Kathleen Slikonich. Christiana Sarah Staystall. Ray and Shauna Van Beers. Alethea Jordana Wallace. Jacqueline Cecile Wurstiak. Tayuz Yousaf. Christine Monique Zahari. Le Zhao.
Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Library and Information Studies, Abigail Ann Burbank. Eric Gordon Christensen. Tanya Lynn Cook. Christopher Gordon Joseph de Rocher. Michael Todd Eaton. Megan Talia Foth. Monica Kathleen Fiedler-Sills. Ali Kira Grotkowski. Megan Page Hurdle. Anastasia Kazikovich. Elizabeth Suzanne Kreiter. Sarah Marie Kundrick. Lauren Brittany McLean. Kirk Gabriel McLeod. Megan Kathleen O'Leary. Michelina Michelle Isabel Kathy Pagliuso. Alexandra Peters. Carrie Lynn Posnikoff. Mark David Radosh. Nicole Samantha Savar. Alana Marie Scott. Kimberly Ann Subchishin. Tanya Ulmer. Sarah Patricia Susan Zakardonsky. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Education, winner of a Governor General Silver Medal and the Milton Ezra Lezert Gold Medal, Kiara Angela Smith with distinction.
Kiara Smith is one of 3 recipients of the Governor-General's Silver Medal. The Governor-General's Silver Medals are the University of Alberta's most prestigious undergraduate academic awards and are donated by the Governor-General of Canada, His Excellency the Right Honourable David Johnston, and his wife, Her Excellency Sharon Johnston. First presented in 1873 by the Earl of Dufferin, the medals recognize and encourage academic excellence across Canada. Kira Smith is also this year's recipient of the Milton Ezra Lazert Gold Medal in Education. This medal is awarded by the Faculty of Education to the graduating student who has shown the highest general proficiency in the final 2 years of the Bachelor of Education program. It is endowed by the Alberta Teachers Association in honor of Milton Ezra Lazert, a former Dean of the Faculty of Education. Kira's academic excellence at the University of Alberta has been recognized through numerous scholarships, including the Dean's Honor List and 3 Louise McKinney Awards. Kira has a strong passion for education and teaching, including spending her free time as an active volunteer in a program that assists recently immigrated high school students with their studies. Congratulations, Kira. Wow.
Christopher Alec Manluck Anderson. Ruhi Ahmad. Jordan Alexander. Ian Mitchell Amundsen. Carly Helena Anderson. Daniel Joseph Andruick. Sheldon Lee Anholt. Caitlin Shelby Arbuthnot. Tamara Lynn Aschenbrenner with distinction. Jason Russell Otio Aiken. Brittany Jane Baird. Leah Michelle Baker. Danielle Catherine Barron. Alexander Raymond Bauer. Mitchell Douglas Bell. Alyssa Michelle Bernard. Shelby Brianne Bend. Shanda Lynn Burns. Sharon Kaur Bamra with distinction. Colby Bidwell with distinction. Sam Billings with distinction. Jody Lynn Bjornstad with distinction. Brianne Laura Black. Matthew Ryan Blahoun with distinction. Stacy Marie Bodner with distinction. Janine Danielle Bolt. Katie Bolter. Hayden Neal Brenneyes. Catherine Winifred Bryce. Alyssa Maureen Brotto with distinction. Jeanette Lynn Burt with distinction. Robin Lorraine Brzezinski. Samantha Camara. Catherine Palmer Campbell. June Faye Della Torre Carabeo. Courtney Ashton Cartwright. Nicole Edith Cava with distinction. Victory Ella Joy Chalmers. Suet Ting Phoebe Chan. Michael James Chassé with distinction. Samuel Kao Chow. Kimberly Adele Chave with distinction. Amy Chimin Ching. Wenyan Chu. Susan Sevda Siplak. Jovan and Barbara Clark Ehrman. Megan Marie Clark. Sherry Ann Coffey. Megan Mary Collins with distinction. Claude Remy Gustave Cote. Andrea Lacey Cove. Jessie Crawley. Amanda Lee Cunningham with distinction. Mandy Faye Cunningham. Andrea Sherry Custer. Heather Adele Cutknife. Heather Lee Damore. Scott William Dance. Kelsey Grant Danielson. Paul Nolan Radchuk Dauphiné. Brittany Olivia Davidaw. Amanda Kathleen Dawson. Justine Alicia Julianne Degenhart with distinction. Grace Marie DeJong. Natalia Maria Dicker. Emily Claire Ann Draper. Bethany Sarah Eidick. Jamie Eisenkran with distinction. Joshua Raymond Elkey. Kaylin Ray Emmelkamp. Catherine Ann Esposito with distinction. Savannah Dawn Essington. Caitlin Diana Evans with distinction. Christina Ferber with distinction. Michelle Jordan Falk with distinction. Madison Nicole Fandry. Rayanne Joy Fedro with distinction. Anna Christina Isabella Fiddler Bertigue Hodge. Caitlin Marie Philipchuk. Robin Anna Fleckenstein. Valerie May de la Vega Flores. Tina Dawn Folkerts with distinction. Graham Patrick Forsyth. Brianna Kristen Foster with distinction. Candace Elise Fouchard. Brittany Annette Gagne with distinction. Jared John Galt. Ellen Marie Generous. Homa Gulum Saki. Erin Heather Giles. Leah Maureen Gillespie with distinction. Philip George Gurgis with distinction. Brandon James Golby. Madeline Carson Gormley with distinction. Holly Danielle Grabber. Alexis Gray. Benjamin Peter Greshner. Sean David Groton with distinction. Devin Blaine Tanner Girton. Corey Grant Giltner. Jessica Mary Hackney. Joy Marie Hafso with distinction. Katie Ann Alva Haggart with distinction. Derek Robert Hallett. Andrea Hanada Hamia with distinction. Vicky Hamplis. Amanda Marie Handlin. Nicole Marie Harkins. Kristen Dawn Kimberly Havinga. Taylor Martin James Hecker. Erica Mariana Heger Durantes with distinction. Kurt J. William Heidebrecht. Kyra Alexandra Herzog. Russell Addison Hillier. Atif Nazbuddin Hirji with distinction. Michelle Christine Holland. Aurea Nicole Holland. Danielle Annetta Holiday. Mingqiu Hong with distinction. Kirsten Ann Horton with distinction. Peter Joseph Houlihan. Danica Elaine Hirokyu. Linda Diane Hudson with distinction. Julia Danielle Ignacio. Avery Maria Iwaniak. Daniel Nathan Jancy. Liane Jean with distinction. Ramita Jamtani with distinction. Jordan Kane Johnson. Connor Michael Johnston. Curtis Wayne Dillon Jones. Lisa Michelle Kaiser. Colton Harrison Kalinowski. Jennifer Abir Kamal with distinction. Caitlin Amber Keeler. Madison Elise Keller. Jessica Ann Kenyak. Mickey Killeran with distinction. Jihoon Kim. Stacy Yoonjin Kim. Sheldon Andrew King. Tyler Joshua Kirk. Annette Irene Cleveguard with distinction. Matthew John Kloosterman. Bethany Kathleen Cordyback with distinction. Jackson Ray Korluk. Lindsay Krista Kruchko. Emily Margaret Krumpholtz with distinction. Jenna Lynn Kulka. Rebecca Nicole Kuzik. Carrie Chitang Lam. Stephanie Jane Lamoth with distinction.
Connor Danielle Lamphere with distinction. Shelby Christine Larson. Amy Lynn Lasher. Cody Lynn Latimer. Peter Lawrence. Christina Lee with distinction. Serena Lee with distinction. Jungsu Lee. Kristen Laura Lee. Sarah Jane Lees. Samantha Irene Lemma with distinction. Caitlin Lesberg. Jessica Patricia Leung. Angela Liu with distinction. J. Hamilton Lind with distinction. Andrew Marvin Lobb. Ryan Lotsberg. Shailene Ashley Mahachek. Kirby Lee Mann. Nikola Manoilovich. Chelsea Marie Mason. Amanda Laurie Maxwell. Elizabeth Louise Mazurek with distinction. Callie Danielle McBride. Sarah Teresa McCluskey with distinction. Colin Matthew McDonald. Liam Kieran McDowell with distinction. Amanda Laura Murray McGarry. Kelly Kathleen McGillis. Tracy McGowan. Kurt Nolan McLean. Victoria Joy Shields McNeese. Christine Marilyn McNeil. Joanna Mary McQueen. Aida Mehmed Begovic with distinction. Barbara Deborah Lee Mendoza. Amanda Melissa Merkley. Samantha Danielle Melky with distinction. Haley Michelle Michelson with distinction. Morgan Violet Milne. Lindsay Ann Misowich with distinction. Enrique Joshua Morante with distinction. Craig Hallett Mullen. Christopher Nekachuk. Amanda Joanne Elizabeth Neufeld with distinction. Samantha Denise Neufeld with distinction. Anthony James Newman. Andre Ing. Jessica Diana Ing with distinction. Andrew Cole Nicholas with distinction. Adam Wesley Niemitz. Chelsea Lee Marie Knott. Elise Marie Olafsson. Catherine Ann Olasker.
Sarah Catherine Aud.
Sarah Catherine Aud. Daniela Marie Paliuso. Brianne Panasiak. Andrew Gersham Parker. With extra points for dance moves. Jasparkar Parmar. Thomas Andrew Patterson. Jared Thomas Percy. Jordan Kyle Perry. Pollyanna Margaret Peters with distinction. Jeffrey William Peterson. Kira Jennifer Payton with distinction. Mario Pineda. Kevin Rudy Pino. Monica Anna Polanitsa with distinction. Jaylin Asong Prasad. Brittany Sarah Ratcliffe with distinction. David Carl Rhodes. Jordy Ray Richardson. Scott Matthew Riddle. Alan William Reeve with distinction. Travis Peter Rollheiser. Elaine Brittany Rosary. Matthew Curtis Roof. Roshanak Sabeti. Haley Dawn Sandbow. Jacqueline Marie Sandford with distinction. Jillian Elizabeth Scambler. Catherine Melody Schaefer-Simard with distinction. Annalise Andrea Scharfenberger. Katrina Page Shep. Emily Nan Schroeder. Anicia Maria Schultz with distinction. Wad May Sefedin. Jillian Amanda Serban. Tara Lee Sarita with distinction. Lisa Lorraine Shankowski with distinction. Jennifer Quinn Shelton. Kara Dawn Shannon. Carrie-Anne Michelle Schindel. Zachary Joseph Wayne Shurton. Erica Dawn Shoemaker. Tiffany Lynn Sigurder. Kirsten Page Shirlene Smalley. Haley Sarah Smith. Richard Michael David Smith. Shanae Rianne Smith. Nadine Snyman with distinction. Jesse Lee Sorensen with distinction. Ryan Bruce Stevens. Donnell Patricia Stevenson. Michelle Allison Marie St. Jean. Elena Stopp. Recipient of the Aileen Charlotte Driscoll Scholarship, Quinton James Stoltz with distinction. Grace Wendy Suprovich. Peter Sadler Takach with distinction. Michelle Leanne Tauber. Terrence John Tenove. Erica Tessari. April Dawn Thera. Jacqueline Linda Louise Thompson. Jenny Lynn Thompson with distinction. Megan Marie Tipler. Joseph Brian Tompkins with distinction. William Adam Tresser. Stephen Matthew Tripodi. Tessa Lee Tashida Jones. Tyler Benjamin Donald Shireen. Tessa Jade Tuff. Alana Jane Twin. Jethro Kreisberg Ulrich. Ross William Urquhart. Ashley Mary Varghese. Andrew Jordan Vella with distinction. David Longhuang Vu. Mark Henry Walmsley. Graham Robert Walton. Fukwing Adam Christopher Ward. Tony Lee Ellen Warrior. David Merle Wasmith with distinction. Amy Brianne Watson. Chad Joseph Ray Watson. Lindsay Ray Weinrich. Callahan Weller. Karen Rose West. Sarah Alexandra Wettick.
Middle name's Tedesco.
Joseph Tedesco Wilson. Lacey Lee Wilson. Yvonne Annette Wittig.
Melania Sarah Wallison.
Melania Sarah Wallishan. Helen Pui Ting Wong. Jillian Marie Wright with distinction. Diana Wicca. Jacqueline May Weinches with distinction. Danica Marie Young with distinction. Jesse Young. James Mark Urick. Jesse Kalis Zanyutig with distinction. Allison Leanne Zimmerman. Hessen Ray Zoller with distinction. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Fern Snart, I present the following graduate for the Diploma in Faculty of Education, Valerie Joy Brown. And Margaret Ann Winkle.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the Convocation program, but who are not in attendance. Eminent Chancellor, in addition to the graduates of the degree and diploma programs in education, we are also here today to celebrate the achievements of another committed and hardworking group of students at the university. Graduates of the on-campus program are recognized today for completing their 4-year program of study. The University of Alberta has the distinction of being the first university to support the continued education of adults with developmental disabilities through the on-campus program. Both the university and the program continue to be recognized internationally for their innovative and pioneering work in creating inclusive learning opportunities for a wide variety of learners. Following the example set by the University of Alberta, similar programs are now available at universities and colleges throughout Canada, the United States, Australia, and Finland. Please join me in acknowledging, as they appear, the 2004 graduates of the on-campus program, two of whom are seated on the main floor to my left. Greg Black is our first graduate, and if he's watching in hospital, congratulations, Greg. Katie Clegg is our second graduate, and Paige Wallace, our third. Thank you and congratulations.
Wow, what a great morning. I think you'll agree with me that seeing today's graduates cross the stage was impressive. Today is a truly proud moment for the University of Alberta. In total, we will graduate 6,738 students this spring convocation. Graduates, you are now part of the U of A's family. Your U of A degree can never be dissolved. Think of the U of A colors of green and gold. Gold is a precious metal that withstands the ravages of time. It can be molded into any shape, stretched into a fine thread, and still retain its fundamental qualities. It is a fitting symbol of the permanence of the relationship you share with the University of Alberta. Green, on the other hand, is a symbol of growth and change, of new beginnings. Taken together, green and gold encapsulate what I hope the education you have received at the University of Alberta means to you. If we have done our job well, your education should be a permanent and enriching feature of your life, as well as an important source of lifelong personal and professional growth. Graduates, it's your turn now to get up, turn around, and give a huge round of applause to the people who supported you throughout it all. Your parents, your siblings, your spouses, your children, and all your family members. Okay, now that I have all of you back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Before we formally induct you into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, we want to remind you of the journey you've been on to get to this ceremony with the presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint Jean in celebration of the university's centenary in 2008 and is performed by Chorale Saint Jean under the direction of Laurier Fagnon. Laurier is with us today. Where are you, Laurier? Oh, there you are. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. Franz Levasseur-Ouimet and arranged by U of A alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan, and it captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university. I hope that the images that will accompany the song will show some of your own particular story and bring back fond memories of your time spent here. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, my name is Rob Parks, and it is my honor to welcome you and officially induct you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Among your alumni family are a Prime Minister, a Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and a Nobel laureate, as well as many other outstanding business leaders, artists, educators, and humanitarians around the world, alumni all dedicated to uplifting the whole people. Today you become alumni of the University of Alberta and join this illustrious group. Bienvenue à notre famille mondiale. Graduates, would you please stand? As a new ambassador for the University of Alberta, I call upon you to use the knowledge you have gained here for the betterment of yourself and others. I call upon you to maintain a lifelong connection with your university. As an alumnus of the University of Alberta, be proud of your degree and your fellow alumni. Nurture lifelong friendships cultivated on this campus. Celebrate our university's many successes and recommend it to others. And take part in your alumni association's many events and activities. You are officially a lifetime member of a powerful worldwide network of friends and colleagues. And on behalf of all alumni, I am very pleased to welcome you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Congratulations and best wishes in all future endeavors. Please be seated.
Graduates, just a few final words of congratulations. All of us on the stage today understand how hard you've worked to get to this point, and we commend you on your achievements. Our honorary degree recipient today offers an amazing story, amazing gift of kindness, and I hope if there's one thing that resonates with you from this convocation, it's that one simple concept. Dr. Elsie Yannick, by accepting our honorary degree, has brought great honor onto our university. Graduates, the world is now open for you to be leaders. We charge you to go out and serve your chosen career and profession, to serve your family and your community, and in turn, the world will thank you. On your behalf, I wish to thank our superb vocalist, Ms. Katrina Townsend, and the outstanding Convocation band led by Dr. Thomas Dust. And just a few final thank yous. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for taking on the responsibilities of being a university graduate, and thank you for joining our university family. In most families, we celebrate special occasions by sharing fellowship together, and I invite all of you to please join us in the main floor and first balcony lobbies for a reception. May your dreams take you far, and may you always remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. Enjoy your celebration.
Thank you.